What's going on, guys? It's Hayden, and I'm bringing you the Week 3 recap for the Xerneas division. We're officially halfway through the division stage of the World Cup 2 for the ISL. Just like every week, I will have the Battle of the Week for Xerneas, as well as a recap of the other 3 battles. Then I will have the MVP for Xerneas, then the overall MVP, so the Constructors MVP of basically Famon was drafted to all 3 divisions, then all 3 of their knockouts and differential would count towards that, so you guys will see who the overall MVP will be, and I will update that at the end of every recap. And then you will see the standings for the Xerneas division. But with that, let's go ahead and jump into the battle. That battle of the week is between Sachin of the Snorlaken versus Dale of the Rhinelander Reggie Dracos. I decided to star the Mons that are actually being brought to the battles, just so you guys aren't like, oh, they have these 10 Mons, are they bringing, and then you have to like try to decide which ones they're bringing. This way, you can decide, you know what, just put in the comments, out of the 10 Mons and the 4 Mons who weren't brought, who would you bring on each team and who would you replace if you did replace them. But as you can see, Snorlaken brought Ursaluna, Torkoal, Fragoriff, Scrafty, Bellybolt, and Spidops, while leaving Lilligant, Fungus, Executor, and Rotom-Ban on the bench this week. And the Reggie Dracos brought Archaludon, Politoed, Hariyama, Yanmega, Hisuian Electrode, and Electivire, while leaving Basculegion, Riolu, Earthworm, and Duosion on the bench. So let's see how this battle plays out. And after an exciting 3 battles, the Regidracos take home the 2-1 victory over the Snorlaken, picking up 2 points in the standings. Jan Mega really brought it home in the second battle, really locked it down for the 4-0 victory. And Archaludon kind of shut the door on the Snorlaken in the second game, allowing Hariyama and Polito to clean up later. And then for the Snorlaken, Bellybolt picked up 3 knockouts in that first game, kind of surprising the Regidracos with 3 knockouts, picking up 5 total for the 3 battles. And then Ursaluna was the lone other Mon to pick up a knockout, and it only picked up 1. Both of these teams seem ready for the playoffs, and I hope both of them make it just like the other team. So let's go ahead and jump into, and that is Non versus DJ Red, as the Lechonks pick up the 2-0 victory over the Meryl. As you can see, the Lechonks brought, well, they only needed 3 Mons for each battle. In the first one, Ursaluna Blood Moon 4-0'd the Merrills, and then in the second one, Blood Moon picked up 2 more knockouts, while Trevenant and Bishop both picked up 1. And then for the Merrill, Palafin picked up a knockout in both battles, while Oricorio picked up the lone other one in the first. And moving on to our third battle, we have the Toronto Tyrantrums taking home the 2-0 victory over the Vermont Chiyu. Annihilate did everything it could for the Chiyu in the second game, but was not able to secure the victory, but it did come away with 2 knockouts. Then Slowbro and Argonine picked up 1 apiece. As for the Tyrantrums who won, Tyranitar showed out in the first battle, going 3-1, and then Hydrapple picked up the lone other knockout in the first battle, and then Goldango and Electrode shared 2 knockouts apiece in the second. And for our final battle, we have the Houston Toros basically solidifying a playoff spot, or at least a spot in the knockout stage, with a 2-0 victory over Thank You for Your Service. Skeledirge picked up 2 knockouts in the first battle, while Hisui and Guja picked up 2 knockouts in the second. And then Sneasler picked up 3 total, and Toucannon picked up 1 in the first. As for Thank You for Your Service, Dragonite, Incineroar, Haunter, and Kilowattrel all picked up 1 apiece. And for your MVP, it is still Archaludon of the Rhinelander Regidracos, going in 11-3 plus 8 differential through 3 weeks. It's a very tight race, but Archaludon is still ahead in the standings. And as a matter of fact, overall MVP right now, going 22-12 with a +10 differential across the 3 divisions on the Rhinelander Regidracos, Moss Deep City Sharpedos, and York City Corviknights. And here are your Xerneas division standings. As you can see with their win this week, Regidracos are on top at 3-0 plus 12 with 7 points. But right behind them are the Houston Toros, who just took down the Thank You for Your Service. Toros are 2-0 plus 9 with 6 points. Snorlaken, who just lost to Regidracos, are 2-1 plus 5 with 6 points. And Lechonks are 1-2 with a -2 differential, but they do have 4 points. And if you remember the system, if you sweep in a week, meaning win 2-0, you get +3 points. If you go 2-1, you get +2 points. 1-2, you get 1 point, and if you get swept, you get 0 points. So even getting that lone point can lift you up over teams with better records than you. And as you notice, the line under the Lechonks, so far, after 3 weeks, 4 teams from Xerneas are currently in the field of 12 for the knockout stage, and that will fluctuate. The minimum amount of teams that can be made from each division into the knockout stage is 3, but other than that, I believe the most you can have mathematically is 6. The other 2 divisions have 3, so anywhere between 3 and 6 teams from each division will make the knockout stage. And currently, across the board, 4 teams from each division will make it. And we did the math, and it seems like if you get to 7 points, you basically clinch a spot. I don't want to speak too soon, but if that is the case, the Reggie Dracos did clinch a spot this week with their win over the Snorlax and getting to that 7-point threshold. And we'll see who joins them next week. And with that being said, here are our week 4 battles for the Xerneas division. Dale of the Rylander Reggie Dracos is looking to clinch the #1 spot in Xerneas, going up against Thank You for Your Service, coached by Dorian. Josh of the Toronto Tyrantrons is trying to keep their knockout stage lives, hopes still alive, taking on Houston Toros, coached by Grouchy Wouchy, who is trying to, if they win the last 2 weeks, they could clinch the top spot in Xerneas division. And then finally, we have Tuna Chicken, coached by Lazy Lanterns, taking on their Virginia Merrill, coached by DJ Red, and both of them are win or you're basically knocked out mathematically. So a huge week for these 2 coaches, and I just can't wait to see how these guys handle these battles. And as always, thanks for watching.